Hello everyone and welcome to the Xperio demonstration series. In this particular demonstration, we'll be discussing healthcare patient 360 applications, and we'll be discussing important topics like next best conversation, recommendations, graph search and capability, as well as time series. In our first screen, we see that we have the ability to do highly available search. In this case, I have the ability to filter on individual members, other kinds of metrics like sentiment or activity or risk. I can also search by date. In this case, I've identified certain patients with different categories. In this particular one, I see Fran in the center, and I want to explore his a bit more. In this particular case, Fran has a couple of items in his home or overview page. These are perhaps recommendations or best next conversations. The first perhaps is a care plan, and what we see over here is there's a couple of different care plans that he's under. The last of these, which may be most important, is the diabetes. In this case, I can schedule a next action with Fran, which is to get a wellness check and to check in on his diabetes. The second column, I now see that there is perhaps a claim. Perhaps Fran has called to inquiry about his claim, and we notice here in this case that it has been put on hold. And if you'll join us on one of our other demonstrations for fraud, you'll see how we got to set this particular flag. But in this case, I can let Fran know that his claim has indeed been put on hold. The third category is perhaps there are some benefit things that I want to share with Fran. And indeed, what we're showing now is the full 360 for this particular call representative. The second item that I can do here is the potential of identifying his different care plans. In this case, what I can show now is these are the different elements that he's doing. These are the different activities within the care plan. I can see perhaps that there are some follow-up appointments that I may want to be aware of, and next time he calls, perhaps that we can set up. The other action that I can show here is actually his journey. In this case, I can see both on a time series at the top, I can search and find where it was and where did these particular customer come from. And I can see that he started direct. He came from a seminar, and then he went and inquired in a brochure, and then actually visited our website. And then finally, he enrolled in our Plan A, and I can see these different items that are here. The other elements that I can do while I'm here for his record is now I can see what are the relationships. In this case, I can see that he's being treated by Pat and by Joshua Banner. The other thing that I can do while I'm here is I can actually see his journey match. This may be things that that we're looking for as a provider or as the healthcare, where we're looking for what are the key indicators. In this case, he has two different elements. He is now showing then that there are a couple of other things that may be proactive or predictive in the things that we may want to do specifically down here for this primary wellness care. The other item that I can investigate while I'm here is this claim that looks like it's been put on hold. And then you can join us for our second demonstration where we'll share how this claim is tied to fraud. But this is our Patient 360 application in a broad brushstroke.